share your more cover shonko and fembra your super duper television the ana just say PH-ONETV the eye of the nation and beyond the ana embrason say metena send and me kwa me to play no me ne wo enso account na ya na wahye no so dia mame ya tena say na just say enye bibia ye PH1 hot news no e na metena say e di awosom e wasomdwo kwan so wo betin sam na nsam so e ba bet we ensam wo ekotwi ekwabreme wo man konkro Ghana no and metena say e dia was we 1 hour sharp na just say bian so etumi so aded na kwamu so dia but and then we me be say what do twede ampo Nyankopon ase ana onero fo wo hwe wo nde na ase dia atumi nka kwakwada na ase sansa na adom ana me ne wo yetin komu intino da na ase na bian so etumi enkonkan emfemo bebre na ana dan de ne omukada omuntumi nsori wo asori wa kwadwuma wa ba fie wo nkan ye Fast the pace of Mochedi and Ponyankopon Besayadom, is answer offerta ayeyi enin asida. Kasabon nebedimu akutine ebi enye. Mapani John Dromani Mahama and Swadin Samba Kuni said about Trabantine. I know Elquadiam NDPC NA Parliament. Sir Omu and Komu with Sinambaya Modinyamu Guakum Gan Puntu, et Mejan Naso. Sasu ana wansambu from so ra ni lantevana boy and so den samba kwini said about abantene say impempe kwagina say NDC omo frankatuni dia na cha say na yene Dr. Baumia ejina ose omama ni showdown sasu ana yene wo ebe kwansambu from ukopemu awankran e bia na wonni nkran tuemi kokopemu awankran sanso operation 1 operation 2 ekwaso no ni na ekuma yakra mayorfo na mo atiasim bonten onorofo exercise some jane modin ubeti emu nsem e okasebo no emu saso na Ghana ha say no insuo to a nkrofo egusu e chese nkrofo omo kire omo kopiem awe egutu senya isa eno arada insuo ye chese to ya no nkrofo nyama asase ye no onodafo nyasam ketwa ubeti emu nsem e okasebo no emu shane so from say agudi emu nsem no so bebe wa kwemu de na chese ye se wadogo sawadede sawa wanso e de agudi emu nsem no so ana so de baba wa kwemu ba hye so fam se kasebwe bokwa yen so adiama o na bibia so tumi so akwankan so adiama so njasa ya aboafo bi adama ntini ma memfa se de pesie efema PH1 Media Training Institute and make am for adiama sensem twadwuma na de wo mu ahodro edoso ntini bia na wo de wo pese wo report no kwadina bi migina ha sei ya frama hye won migina ha sei we pem se na kwaso a e bia na wo nya perfect sa ba to pese wo nya reporter and also over PH1 Media Training Institute about training na say reports what we are reporting come now so what we we be answer to me so akonkan e bia na wo de na metie me ye na just say ya ofe but we newscaster okay and the other braya kache ya no bat na se about training now so perfect so wo de na sem trade open marketing so we marketer come sika na wo say phone we sem wo bra ya no betina se betwe no saso wo job so DJ in Wisha studio na wo ponwuma other programs ni na so a enwuma hodo in e bachelor o se na mix nwede fafra ni na no DJ no ya bachelor no so wetimi so perfect na e bia na won so de ne MC adwuma na wo pe anasa wo de ne technician e na wo pe ya betwe no wo de video editing e na wo besa won ye editor ba ko pe na wo besa won ye sa wo dia bra wonim dada anasa wo de no pese wombra na yenchirawo yemfo wonko into details there and the what ready or so over PH1 Media Training Institute na yene wotena se and to won chene wo kwankrofo ya numfo adi ombachi sika di omonjira wuto Ghana so ayeden wo sua de na wo sua preko pe sina bia ho nka kirewo enti bibia no pesa wo sua fansam traduma wo yina no wo ba ya ha en jasa wo ba ye na wo batena se na ya kire production work ye betwe no na bia so tumi so akonkan so edi amaw meso agina wa wo so na opese okọ school no fa say 4 months 6 months ye no batena se na ye nwa ye hyehye na kama na transform so wo wie school no so a attachment wo be decide say e bia na ye opese wonye wo yakache akonya no so de word mo ye betwe no bia so tumi so akonkan so edi amaw na school fees no e affordable obronim baka na asam say affordable na nsuma ka kire say ebo ne yefofo 44 nti bebe bia na won hostel facilities so available so wasoye na wo ba pe na say bebe wo do itiboto no enya wo dadwen kra uti wo fie che na eba so dia wo de bra na yentwe no bia nsentumi ankonka emfa wo bisa say hemfa na won PH1 Media Training Institute che akwan wo bebe PH1 TV ni radio no ɛhɔ no bon school ye kira kwan wo Mr. Aguna Suedo Kwanso Kron Liberty Junction and Obon Yechra 0540 252 582 0540 252 582 Mr. Frampenfono na uni omu ending komo but ebia na won so usisi ana tete wo one mindra hodo entumi nto ase emfema wo Mr. Your reformation bi wate esanse no ana jase ba bo na tese usisi na tete wo na etumi etu asade amao eba busu mi nsesam so ade amao mojambro so ana tete wo nya reformation bi kwa former sahudo ina obenya bi honso atom saso ana bebia heba shops ahudo bia na bia na nso ebia heba shops wo pendro ne bi na tese wetu anase odere open ba konso a na wo kokuma se da na tese Babsu pharmacy Kwalenak Herba, Danny Herba, Missy Herba, Epidac Herba, Fredimans Herba, Sasson PFA Pharmacy. Na ja Herban so ewo go so, na se wa Herban so ewo mampon. Wokwa asoye na, edwa hodo ina obenya bia hwanso ato ebo ne yefofo. Oba Dr. Ajmai 050 9616266 050 9616266 Fred Dr. Ajmasi the heart doctor. Mr. Uko aya Facebook a YouTube akasabone de mu live friends ra ho. Mr. Oba share e dia mami. Sa so be like wa comment e di amami ntia ye no wa hyenso e dia mami sa so show screen nso a. Na me na e de ho no fa na adwenkyere bia na obesa won kyere no na odi afa so e wa asomdwe kwan so 0500 465 0500 465 Mr. Asam kan say dan me nkwa na cha say me to plane no ntina ya from me Aisha Esa obetimi afram Aisha Hwanga me enjina we so na yentwen yan won ba kasebo na mu chiom me de ba som stay tuned.
Afiche komo yaunti unti mi kwa adwuma no aye adwuma efie jedum menso plus Mr. Mama ya de ho wo fichi konsisi so ana emayi wo te yawo e wo fichi kromu obapa no menso plus Mr. Ebeye yawo na siesio menso plus for my beautiful ladies eya habendro kanya emu oba yi oba obemu obesima wo penny do support to afre 0233 302000 enya mapemfo nkwada wonya mfie dumienu ni wona wo man nkwada nufu FDA ajetwedie nkrato ya tum say ye
Shidayan Sansumu akwa bion Enfembra ye super duper television dan da ya na meka say TV stations no dosun but we decided say PH-ONETV na overshan so de na se de pesia en confirm mo say ye twa wo ba ntaso efi de kase na de so e de say na yemfa kasebo no enche mu emfa ba shan so from so boko Facebook say si na onso wakota michuku e ho na kasebo na onso besa wonche wa adwemfa wo no na odi afa wo so e wasomde kwan so ye nya temdidi sa so ko YouTube nso a eno so e the same so de yemfa kasebono amuncheche mu efa enso modia na mampani John Dramani Muhammad na soye na chase yesi na odensamba kumene so de boto abonten eno ekwade ama NDPC ene parliament o say omo ina nka omo mbom sina beja modin hyehyeye bo gugu a sina beja man puntu ebetumi ejen na so Ghana fonso epe oman no ni puntu nti ya so sam mampani John Dramani Muhammad sanso etwa so ekan
Ghanaians increasingly demand a stable and predictable path for national development that transcends our electoral cycles and partisan politics. Here I'm reminded of the words of Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah in his visionary 7-year development plan, and he stated, the economic policies will lack direction and consistency unless they are firmly related to a clear vision of the structure of the economy towards which we are moving. It is only in the longer view, he said longer view, that it is rational to project any really radical transformation of our economic system. And he goes on to say, in the very short period, we remain prisoners of our past. Since the completion of the 40-year National Development Plan in 2017, under the leadership of Dr. Nee Mue Thompson, who now returns to chair the commission, other frameworks with similar long-term ambitions have emerged. Notable among these are the Ghana Beyond Aid Charter, the Ghana at 100 Long-Term Development Framework, and the Vision 2057 Perspective Framework. I urge the Commission to consolidate all these various efforts into a coherent, inclusive, and forward-looking national development plan. This must be done in close collaboration and consultation with Parliament and the people's representatives to ensure that the final plan reflects a broad national consensus and is subject to regular review in response to evolving domestic and global.
No way, and someone Penny John Dramani Muhammad so at the Abato Abontine. Young Turkers about so and Fama so dear Nacha so running and K Vanderborn Nidino so once you know and Shana Waki yesterday or be on a side in some back when you said about Abontine. Next word about Abont Brown in some training about Quadration Common said will last him in Parliament no na and Shana to say now Phyllis and a question Edmo in some say no running lante at Trust.
My last term in Parliament was the worst time, and let me say the most disappointing time of all the 12 years. So my last term in Parliament was the worst time, and let me say the most disappointing time of all the 12 years. So my last term in Parliament was the worst time, and let me say the most disappointing time of all the 12 years. So my last term in Parliament was the worst time, and let me say the most disappointing time of all the 12 years.
When someone around Nilante Vanderpoint so at the at Wabantino. Now, oh yes, I know as wada and our audience about many so true. So next one can you say? Say NDC from Pempen, your man, acquaint song here, NDC on flag barrier. Rade. Now, your friend say, Vice President, former Vice President, Diana Dr. Alaji Mahmoud Baumejina said, on an compare so, Safran Katrini, hey, so many showdown. You're just a more kind.
If the NDC should make me the parliament, the flag bearer, I will beat Baumia hands down. If the NDC should make me the parliament, the flag bearer, I will beat Baumia hands down. If the NDC should make me the parliament, the flag bearer, I will beat Baumia hands down. If the NDC should make me the parliament, the flag bearer.
No, I say, oh man, showdown. Beating crop. Now, Dr. Alaji Mahmoud Baumia, me, Quack, see, I can't say, David, got a face to sue me, got a friend him, send a missify album, Yama, to know Minishia Padia. What the NDC for, what your moon shut up, infamous brow, Mamu Behum. Where someone Nilante Vanderpoint so at the Ato about Tenno. Miss Rauna, PH-ONETV, Yakofa Media, come on, so and so, Abo Aquam Sudia Nature say, don't come in Sir Damo. Now, what tried the Nature Sadiano, ya boss, don't come in as I say, a 1 year for 4, and into no Yatata so at Damo, say who, and to be Piano Woton, a Wakachano, Yeba. Na chasi abobong dore edi amao entino wodi atanya chuku na say line na medba na say na madam batro so no na wafa bukiafo ya to ya bepe na chase waso ye na chase ye ba e bia na bebo nyama so na nyama na bia na wodi ankanwa emo abem mbusa bia na wodi ankamesraw entesa bibia na woton bia bia wo hye bia wo fran ya chase ye baba entino weeks a wodo na woton enyama awodo na woton mpaboa anasa wodi na ya atade bags awodo wodi edan na woton lace na woton ebia na mambo so na nche say ye ntumi mama bon do we mfemo e na so wa fra wo fra pe ye ba wakache ntina ebia na wo aguna so edo ha say ye na wo anasa wodi na ebia na cape tema kumase akra na wo anasa kumase na wo wodi afra wo ba just say ubuki ato pe was kache and just say ye ba straight wo ba ji na me no wa fra penifo no e wo 0202 381 112 0202381112 Mr. Obon we try kwan wo baby PH-ONETV no any radio no e wo Aguna Radio Liberty Junction Kwansokrom and wo we try kwan no so e wo Meswa kasabo ese na meka anya ne se wukọ Facebook mo Facebook no ehun se kasabo no so etwe live wukọ PH-ONETV a kasabo ne dem live wo de share fama me won na wa like na wa comment so e de ama me wukọ YouTube nso ne so the same subscribing so fama me won na share na fo adwenkyerɛ photo wa fama me making kai so e de ama wo won so wukọ phone no mesra na ma no agu screen nso no na won so abo for message no fafa so making kai so e de ama no bia so atumi so akonkan so e de ama wo yancho kasabo no so emfam so je na incremental mu ene kyese yekọ akọkọ pie mu ahọ ende atwa mu na fo do ani kyerɛ mu a e won kan ya operation 1 operation 2 e koso exercise e koso e mu ode wa wonya mansisi ye no ne ye di si ye de ama wo wunso wa ya je so boto ade okwan no so no na kyese ye ne wugina baabi ye de ama wo sanse enkran ubaga na hase na enkran enya mantem kyese ye de di agro se hwote ehwo ye kama obi efi ne man so eba enkran ya no ehu se enkran ya gdane da no ye mo ba Ghana fo mo kwam no ne mo di enkran wa dance ye de chechom ne se enkran ehwo fe ntina ya de metre enkran eya Metropolitan Assembly 40 years montana so operation amoja no enya sam keto me yenhwe operation ni bi wa wonya mansi ye no se na me kan nya no ne edi si ye de ama wo na wo nso awontonto ade okwan no so mo awontonto ade okwan so yina no ye ne ye yi mo nyina firi wo dabi wo ntonto ade okwan sa wo tonto ade okwan so Crying, hen and no operation minim se adwadufo no bebre na beham back come wadwene and amoni akwan fa hemfo na ekwadi dwa wane na asefo mesraw operation no mundi ase na omunye operation no enfem omu na bibia ntumi enkwan kesan se enkran de nyama ntomo eto se yedi agro ho ubon sa kwada kete no wate asim kwan so na oto ade polo ni na asefo na oto akutuo oto handkerchief na asefo kwan so nya ntiro operation no eboye papa na ubon se interview ba kumenu so ekon ubasa wutie bi won nya bote owra Michael Pagbo anonso eni samtrafo to nkomo yehwe samo oni samtrafo to nkomo no odo to samtrafo enim yehwe
that they can go and trade. We're also looking at the pavements, the ones that are large enough to accommodate both pedestrians and traders, and try and put a demarcation there for them. But this exercise will continue till Accra is clean. I'll thank you once more for joining us for this exercise. We are taking a rest for about 2 hours because we started at dawn. And then we'll go back in the afternoon to make sure the exercise we did in the morning is not in futility. On a daily basis.
No. Michael so added to journal. Teno operation e kwaso won kran no enya asem ketua na sese operation no bi e kwapia wo manka simu a ai na ka bobu wanka sanka because wo hwese ne e kwaso won kran ne mpotemu a enya asem ketua wo to ade wo kwan so a ye pam wo be fi kwan no so because so mu nyina ka na traffic block no wo kwan kran ya traffic about block no bo so obi genjina wo genjina kwan so etonton ade obi so nto se no de si kwan mu no to ebe na ntwa ye munyina keka na kwanhye tututu bi bebe no bo se kwan wonim se bebe wuti kwan wom na maame wakwakotena wo oso akwakoto ade ye kopa mu omo so na adane nsem bebre wo dia me yangina we so na yentwe wo mbra me yangina we so yentwe wo mbra
Danny Bebo ting, Sankuni Bebo pan pan. Danny Bebo Gitani Bebo ting, Sankuni Bebo pan pan. Minsumo lelelele say oh. Udo doko boko mato eso ebo de se eko kamalu kamashu haka dunia yechi woyo ya wa magana wie musumfo jojare ni se upe programs papa ahwe to say entertainment shows brazuka sports political news live worship any ne keka ho a me sure bo uhwe PH-ONETV a unu unda e musumfo jojare ni
Elevation way, the money way, keep watching PH-ONETV. Hardo.
Admission. We are JHS and I say SHS graduates. Nasa we need jinsem chosuku pa ho dia. Ene freni tremu e PH-1 Media Training Institute. Omo eye courses be to say TV and radio presentation, camera handling, 2D and 3D animation, graphic designing, marketing, MCR, NFA, sound engineering. Omo a church for modi odo ene abotire extra there. Na omo hostel facilities na sentino. Ufie chichi anase benche ye kra. Ubetimi aba beto wo forms. Na omo lecture time weekdays and weekend days. Na attachments and so there rest assured. Omo ma special packages for first 50 students be enrolling with school mo. Ubetimi ho tra kwan Agona Swedo Liberty Junction. Anase ubetimi from Amatrufo iso 054 025 2582 Anase 055 929 9482. PH-1 Media Training Institute say where talent never dies. Admission
Ghana this year, Yansan mo akwa bion FMBra PH-ONETV, PH-1 Hot News no and migusu a medi esumo. Some kind send then me kwan me to play no me no want no. Would I drink transfer babantu would I drink transfer babasuda na just a wo try me Facebook and YouTube so no show screen so just na man that's no. Now would I drink transfer edia first so come on. Na yan check as one so FM so dia. Na kane oswafo na just say o share Ghana henisika sam so. Muhammad Amid Adam and Swadi Samba community Swadi about 12 effort taxes I would do a brand now buying so at a swana or multitude to move our gun has say no. Or much no more not taxes or multitude to me now and yomo and Yabuapa you'll be nemo. I am a Francis Shayano, not just say I dare not so Eka can be terrible ram Mohammed and Swati or so. I can bring in some job for education and common.
Ghana is going through IMF, but the IMF's approach to fiscal consolidation, which involves reducing government spending and or increasing taxes to address deficits and debts, can indeed lead to countries becoming tax testy. And when we talk about tax testy, that is where countries resort to just increasing taxes, and at the end they tax out the entire economy. This is one of the features of an IMF program. Therefore, the design of most IMF programs, including Ghana's program, gave small premium to tax compliance as a vehicle for increasing tax revenue. Tax compliance did not count much in the tax revenue model. Hence, the significant increases in taxes in 2023. However, rather than make countries tax testy, tax compliance measures and widening the tax net could, whilst requiring investment, lead to correction in tax revenue leakages. We know that tax increases can lead to higher costs for businesses. We know that tax increases can reduce the disposable income for individuals. And also we know that tax increases can slow down economic growth. They can also create political unrest, as we have seen in our history in Ghana. Our government, the previous MPP government, had to suffer from the increased taxes and introduction of new ones in 2023. But this was required because we had to address a huge fiscal adjustment to meet the IMF primary balance target of 0.5% deficit on commitment basis. This adjustment involved a fiscal effort of 4 percentage points of GDP that year. That was a huge adjustment. And Ghanaians really did well by actually enduring this. It was a huge adjustment, and I admit that. But the political consequences have been felt. Just as the political consequences of IMF-induced tax increases have become a feature of our political history, as we saw in 2016 and then in 2024. Notwithstanding the weaknesses of the IMF fiscal consolidation program, the fund in its regional economic outlook for 2025 alludes to some of the measures outlined earlier for addressing tax revenue leakages by recommending efforts at broadening the tax base, reducing arbitrary exemption.
Tigana for no way and someone can also afford now Shagani Sika Samso, Nenso Nesimodia Trabantin, Adams, I mean, Nensodia Trabantin, now Motasono, na taxes, but I said, Smith tax way, Yedibia account, say Yedibia account as for saying Yabuapayo. Nayani acquire for Omakachi and Omakachi, so Ubaka said, Shaya, not the dead hono. And one now move follow one follower, and ye, and into no. On one important say, taxes are now omupeja no about me the only so that Bagana and economy. They know but Sena be I am a foundation but me akwan kind no now I was say omyede omupeja tino ora ninsemi or double trouble tino NHS say yakoya woko hwe ye no. Me ani wo entu fan kokwa piem el ka so potem na Ghana ha say no sesia no nsuto a still na ya de nkrofo ho kire omo wo da won persona wo enjoy no obi ati ni nsuo san say nsuo akokọ okoni fie na adwuma mu akodoro no enya sam ketua eno anu kosia da ya nsuo ya to ya wo na cha say wo na de baby no kopemu ewo ka so ni potemu a no ne bi te say Iron City Akwale Cross River ane kwemete Zongo I don't know says na te dia Zongo ei na ko se de ya nsuo ye to ye ha nkrofo danya nsuo eje ho yina fa ya no awroko wo hwa nkrofo danya ei nsuo kokọ komu nkrofo shops ahodo nsuo kokọ komu nkrofo kwanya wa wo befa so kura ko wadwuma mu nsuo cha se ebu ho yina fa ya no enya asem keto awroko na de shidom ka saye na wo hwe sania na omo keka ka mo nsam na na cha sa ya ayawde nku a wo de yenhwe nsam omo kan
It's usual. Almost every year we experience this disaster and we are suffering. We're suffering a lot. We always plead that the government will come and see us because almost every year we see this disaster. This drainage, it floods all over from the streets inside our room. Even tonight, we don't know where to sleep. It has been a normal time. It's been a normal time. So we're pleading.
So what do you think authorities can do to solve this problem?
Oh, my only suggestion is that they should come and see us. They should come and see and solve and help us. I've seen that they started the drainages. We are praying that they will continue so that later next year we will testify of good and better things. We are pleading the government that they should come and see and help us so that we come out from this disaster.
Okay.
We are tired of this.
Thank you. Please, your name again.
My name is Vida CK1.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Nsuo beto a ka oso mo hwe na nka omuti mman na nsuo no ba nya kwabi afa isi nsuo ye to ye no bebi kakra na eya na nsuo ni wura ohwe street ya we pe na eno so tem bia no ye ka kire mpanifo ombehwe nsuo to tem bia omo ba ha no area ha de nsuo to bia ya ha no na omo ba nso omo ba ehu hwe
then party na man so ni wa hase
nsuo no gates no e wo ha no nyina no omo ni gates bi afiance omo yi nti ama sia no main gata no ko hwe kire ha nsuo bi anim ba area ha kakra no tem bia na nsuo no so ya na ha yi ye be sra ba no mehwe no mo ye ho biduma ya na ya me na ho mi menyina timpa so
yeah that's
It's usual. Almost every year we experience this disaster.
Tino way at the Shudumo Piamo Caswa, Nano could say the year just as soon as Yano, Etrako, Mufi, I would draw Mamma, Mino Din Kaya Casayano, or the bluff from Google, I just said, I dare Shannon Swatch, Intino way near Cosso, Mr. We Papanadiano, Mamadiano, Momon for Mamadiano Toso, Papanadiano, Tino Caswa, the Anion City, where Cono. Wosha hand no obi fie pa wo hwe obi class science hwe no fini ni inside wo say na otu gu abontene mesa munyi papa na dia no ma me na dia no mehu wo dia won hwe ye hwe papa na dia no wo hwe kwanya nkrofo so ko mu adwuma mu akodo aha ntino obi so ni onti sania kwan na sifa ya no ntino hemfa e na obafa wa ko adwuma mu bi so hwe kaswa wo hwe Anyo City wano e na akwale cross river Ntino cross river no hemfasa nti wo hwe hon sei na ha kosia de nsuo ya to ya no na wo kopiem awakaso a cha se nsuo atotototo akokọ konkrofo afiefie ene nkrofo shops akodro ndingana ya daswa nsuo to a yebre okentno adishiram yesa no ana cha se empio no wakaso a Ono po aya na akoyo nso ade nsamba akwen nso adutu dwatra ncheche mu anasa o ade shido mom kopie mu eche mu nkrofo 500 ana che se omo kan ye nso no tutumi kokọ mu afiafia ne omo shops awodo na ono bo na akoyo kira se ade nyama egugu akwemu omo nyama omo ejapade ho kan ye ne na se force wa omo bia na omo nso akokoso ye ntino ya hwasam ono bo na akoyo nso eche so kan bra no nsamtwafo etwetwen enkomo
so far and then no issue actual ewo Ghana enina na kaswa issue no so high kakra na enumere yakọ rounds baby issue no high no baby flood in sea and yakọ hwe ho no akoye assessment you who say engofo baby kra we had to help them to relocate from baby omoteno eko other places a bit more right now ya pet temporary shelter here assured dying any mosque omotimo for the time being na you who say drainage kesi abakwa ye wo ewa ha say no okudu issue no aye mind ye pepper say ye be dredge issue no then also no ye be educate ye nko for especially more omote eben okudu no was in normal circumstances say ukosi dan ya say issue enam ho na issue da ho also see dan 200 meters away from issue no ti anyo mo be kasa. Because at the end of the day, maybe won't show wrong plan, but we might not know what the future would hold for us tomorrow. And see, you be so, you be education and your markers and your church room. You may be any so into your banner, you too okudu ni mo na when we are dredging now. Omobeti I said there are certain things, there are certain actions you be taking place. You know, Mobekasa would engage them now almost so. Omo nyanta see answer yes in the man.
Okay, very nice.
So we and some honorable na koyo and so adutu ja no yes anaswada na MC de makaswa and so ni the set saba and so de samba kmen so to but no so echire mu a nianti a nso ye to yetumi agiri eye kaswa mpotemu no so ekokasi sante ne ahwe sam a set so ono so eche so ekan nti no kyeremu a misa na ene dia se oni wode ana momfa papa na we fatimamunyi baako ne dia no so enfento so enfam okyem nkrofo eya na ekase wo si danya enya nkonko si nsuo kwan omo kyeremu a bridge adakwa nsuo batumi eflo e dia fom kama no ana nkrofo asisi si omo den abebebe ne na asefo nti be sa na nsuo so ebe so ne se inside your room obi baka no bro for say wo room na nche say ono so eba nchira ya na yetoto asede wate wo si danya eye nkonko si nsuo kwan nkonko si kwan because ebe ne sa na mo amu osika ne na asefo mo na sometimes omo bo sa abra no omo osika ntunu na omo koto asase krom nsi asase no na koto ne basu nsuo kwan na waya fele no ba fele sa na bansa nya ye ni bi no ene ye ho a kire yen hwe ya ni biri no ntini ya na ye ho ba chi ne no bi ni dem o ntini ba ne sana sa very day no himfo no di tiboto sanya onobo na akwa yo a himfa eno di tiboto obi ni dem o sabe ne chance dan na ebo ne dan no so no entity ye obi adama eno wekasi ne dan esi nsuo kwan ya no na abo awura ni dem o Ghana we dey Sha. Ko Facebook dey shada ko Facebook at the whole life. At the whole obo unsua. Accra, your friends say Kaswa Iron City, on say Kaswa near Accra dey. Mo abomu ewie. Iron City outside no. Na insua na no ko sede insua ye to ye. Enkrofo den wa hwa wo dey hwa. Ko Facebook. Ebia na woka so wonim wo de hyada kwakwose de wampie na wo hwe movie bi nti wantumi ampie wo na wo hwe PH-ONETV movie bi na ye de tu mu kwose da no na wo hwe nti wantu wo de kwa YouTube nso ko wo de kwa hwe na se wo ba wo se bia na bebia na wo teno na kwa na sa nso no ekwa ya sasa nkrofo omudan ne na sefo wo de hwe akwara keto akwara ne chinse a chese odidi wom kwa na de sasa nso no nti wo ye nsam a chese si ye na nko sedia no se nso na to ya no ne si ya no chese eno so won sensam o eno so saboto yo no na chese makeke bi su adi ama no dia na ye nto ka se wan so enfem ba tansa na no wo Mamine unko Vision of Hope Herbal Clinic omaso aye na wapomudi ehu hinyame we na bia na nso bi ko mu nti wo ba yare nti wo yare nso a Vision of Hope Herbal Clinic wo kwa soye na ye de be na tete wo no ye boto ase dia ma wo na bia na wo de na prostate cancer na tete wo stomach cancer na tete wo stroke na ka watumpom ai wo ya de bra Vision of Hope Herbal Clinic adanse de no doso Eslansi asan krofo bebre na ayade a omudi yan wadanse no sanya asam ketwa ividia kase no wo kwaya so ye na ho ene cha se obehu emu types ya de say de to ya de for bra na bebe bia na ye de na hye no machine be yini na epie de amaye na ya cha se aso anu kwan se de amawo wo kwa nduru akodo ya de be say ye de na wo mpe na wo pade obem se say yemfo no bo mo echi akwan kwa mesranya yira kwan wo kwa mankasima Pentecost school and no Vision of Hope Herbal Clinic da boafo oni na pamfo betena se na ye de na tete wo no o metwa se ade ama wo de agina mai na frɛ no 054 819 1209 054 819 1209 Vision of Hope Herbal Clinic. See your healing becomes a joy. Dia na me yemfesi say na agudie mu nsam no eno so embu akwemu si dia na sawa sawa dogo sawa dede sawa wa sawa dogo sawa dede sawa wa yo onye ni ya na se onye yi ya see you microphone ye na dede mu bia because sawadogo ndan wa aboa no me ana say sawadogo
asha ibi wa ya tete pa o
sa
nse enwu de bia ya timi mufuni enyim da aye kwan boko assembly by force na wa ka di permit we sin den dey sido bibia o ye ka alkwan still oboko ekesi na wo nti ya timi mufuni da problem ya reche wo television na do you be 70 to 80% or they are you to me yes or no you to me yes or no and your problem de magana ke e bi chance ya odi fufu so what is it all resist some sort that asha I'm do ho again. Intini na no ya futu sem enyande no start.
Oh yeah.
We wangala na bro do. Start ya chapa and why so ya boto. Inte e ba na ye be ya obeye. Me do man pe ni etu ha no man. Intini hwe mo besi. But
okay.
In the Sunday, Sedro, Yabete, Asampa.
Okay.
Then Sunday, Yabeta Asampa Papa, because all Blacks team, will read Sunday, every Division 1 against New Ibiasa, Waba Ghana Premier League.
Hey.
Premier League, we both people say Sedro.
Wow.
House of Folk Baby Sedro.
Okay.
Nations Baby Sedro. Teams say Kuku the Macasa or Ghana. We now be say to Hadi. Sunday by 4-3, Zimmy or Blast.
So, sir, can I call some movie?
And the marker told that the All Blacks the premier, who be PH-1 television and one for Sunday, when win against New Ibiase.
Okay.
And now so Man City will match against
Man City.
Pep Guardiola the team Man City. Over the weekend, we'll see FA Cup was met team. Crystal Palace. In season, end 7 p.m. About rock runner, top 5 England, and Ray and Pep Guardiola Man City going to Mumbobi and obey a problem. And if you are next season, Kwanso, on to not unqualified, non from UEFA Champions League. It's end or they could be Manchester City, or do to or Hena, or to Yeme, maybe be out to Okonkan. It's actually, if you did go somewhere to make a criminal.
Maybe how was okay, fantastic. Well, Mambo Niba, Wabe. Was a chasing a voice and papa by Sister Wadi de Ye. It's my maker in the Sunday. You support All Blacks Timono. Now I qualify what I be premier. Next say Drun so ya Kotoko, Yara Heart, Ewa Hanum. Aside that, in the Pep Guardiola, Man City, or Doshe against Benamov. So we two man sharp, top 5 for no. Obey is an man. The next season, Obutumna Wabo on the UEFA Champions League. But the Chinan so will Spain, San Mame, or 2024-2025 UEFA Europa League final or Bado, or a Manchester United against Tottenham Hotspur. One Obeshe, Nyamiya Duma, Ninano. Yes, I win some. Yes, Baba. It's in someone Dawson.
Okay,
fantastic one indeed. Beautiful Asha. No way to water to BBI Azamam. And you breathe. Yemobia Akwaba. Yem from the PH-1 television. Yatinasi. Hot news Sundo. Aguzem and Sam Kakra. Yensa Kano. No rest Sawadogo. Meze Gwinsep Mezerba. Maminda A plus Asi. And you breathe. Why Nina? Dode and Saman Egunka Tedo. Emma Oresa Dogo meze winsome dead deno mezerba afi champion amankwa maminti winsim ewa House of Folk camp na head coach awafan Abubakar Watara na wabaka chirende eda nu kosida no 1-0 win na House of Folk wo kenyen ewe brekum wodi tie Chelsea no oye Ghana nsanchuafo na yotum wakasai na wacheche brekum Chelsea woni weakness enyama House wobaya wotum wodezi nkonyim ewe brekum no ono na oboy ema House of Folk edekosida wotum wokache brekum Chelsea born e kawkra wontum wanto onia ensama Abubakar Watara ozaba owie pe ena Asante Kotoko interim coach wafan Karim Zito ono so ozabo training this season nenyu abroko the Vodafone na kwani biado oda Asante Kotoko wotum waji MTN FA Cup wotum waji Ghana Premier League into your double na coach Karim Zito wotum ozama hena also this season FA Cup and then Ghana Premier League oda Asante Kotoko wotum waji Abedi Pele the legend okita mbafama mbeyimfo baasa Rahim Ayu Dede Ayu Jordan Ayu Rahim Ayu ne picture no other television no do no sende in fact edano Ghana on the 20 yekwo Egypt kobo AFCON wentu wankoye badanu Rahim Ayu no or support Ghana on the 20 or them payful tum warrior players in ye ama next generation bibia wa konkan ozama Ghana on ya Abedi Pele neba Rahim Ayu nenum ensam kakra ono sozaba nanka ket yes okreku ono na nka oye wafo zone B president nanso nansen when your post e CAF nti demo position no odoto anope ya wafo zone B empanyemfo sende Nigeria Football Federation wane president Ibrahim Musa ono na dem post no wazama no da wafo zone B president edwuma no onkonkafa ono ya ensama ono su ofri wonom Araba Muhammad Kudus season na benewi Obatsina West Ham United anado oboko enyubria Saudi Arabia fono wenyu abar zanzanzan de ope Muhammad Kudus onyono nkote team Arsenal once was wape Liverpool was waleta wadoko enafi Atletico Madrid empanyemfu wan wesim pampampan na obeka kire player on wafano Antoine Griezmann season wia oroko into ope Kudus na we be replace Antoine Griezmann in the season wia Muhammad Kudus oboko Saudi Arabia oboko Arsenal oboko Liverpool and oboko Atletico Madrid and win some oba Jezibotu wonenyim Karim Zito ayayayaya picture na wabano sisi okete 2 strikers onye Kwame Poku enafi Albert Amua edano Kotokoshe Dreams FC by 4 goals to 1 na 2 players no obekada obiageboa opedo shogo obiageboa na ekwandawa odo pass odema ne yankono obiapedo shogo no ono na Karim Zito waka chen the 2 strikers no obia nanyu aber do opedo oboa sante Kotoko onunti na obia nya ball enyim wa opedo shanaze ono ya ensama Karim Zito ende nyubrinso ode jena yebejinado na kakra yensa kan ewo fiense mu no jetum yezesi na ya henim ewo abrochimem ya abrochimem ensam kakra ono sunde nyubre no Jazerba Antoine Kombori ye Nice player ewo France abrochimem no akawonim payimfo no ho rada oye payine pa na empayimfo chema season wewie no wa confirm the Nice boboko no onyiwoni ye adwuma bio ne picture no the television no da enyebre yaza wonsam Jazerba afi mam Florian Wirtz oye Bayern Leverkusen one player na player no why good why hold cake teams bebre Canado mamen kanchro the Liverpool no was one card telco the Florian Wirtz no wapeno obotogboda Man City were you wonitil na so City mpanyemfo se ka Leverkusen warje no osodododo enti Man City the middle no we pull out Bayern Munich once was wapeno enti abahwe the Florian Wirtz no oboko Bayern oboko Liverpool e win some de Jazababa Alvaro Carreras oya Manchester United player na watono wasn't ma SL Benfica na this season ne performance asweni oya left back Real Madrid empanyemfo was wapeno na wapeno Madrid wapede wadino kobo Club World Cup obabado ewa America Benfica sa qualify ewa FIFA Club World Cup no enti Benfica empanyemfo se won ton play ni se sia chida wabo Club World Cup in ewi ansana Alvaro Carreras weje enumu emwe kesa kan azama Real Madrid Rodrigo Cascante ayayayayaya ono era current holder FIFA Ballon d'Or ano kiten oya Man City midfielder oprai acheriye na so plan aya fit ende nyubri Man City against Bournemouth no squad Man City wadro kobo match no Rodrigo Cascante was reason aka ho ono so why enigesem azama City ebiabri obebo togwa the judging crop na agent waja tumude wobakwa aka sign contract was am AS Roma ewo Italy bedenyubria mulbo studio report amensa kan de da mensam no obotogwa no onya no kure oye hurada the coach awafa no judging crop no oboko Italy na waka fetima on wafan Roma Jeremy Frimpong ya Bayern Leverkusen player na now Liverpool for assign no na was pass ne medicals na wa pass medicals no enta nyame yadmo ochina na Jeremy Frimpong was sign 5 years contract ozam Liverpool na we sinakan ozam team no Tottenham Hotspur wonu coach wafan Ange Postecoglou ekoni biadu coach no season wia oboko mamretin there Brentford coach wafan Thomas Frank ono no oboko na waka yedwuma no ozama Tottenham ono ya ensama ono su ofri honom Araba memizi wie ema Aisha watode Amad Diallo or Manchester United player also coach wafan Ruben Amorim onyili yedwumano coaching Obabuano coaching Obemienenwa nano Amad Diallo ne performance wetum wakoye also onyi Lami Yamal eno onyi sedo Cole Palmer ena afi other place benemete there my place nkakanka krankfuna we sisiri no oni ya Ganacho na nodom entano Amad Diallo Obemienenwa pa and Ruben Amorim na wabe ya top player ewo the whole we ase and 2 matches lebado ewo EPL or your 2 outstanding matches na Man City we be share team and wafan we share team Bournemouth. Man City we need Bournemouth na Crystal Palace on here FA Cup holders and when you Wolverhampton abo or your 2 big games are in there ewo EPL no ababada enyubri yebe jineido na kakra yensaka ewo fie ena afia buchi memo no yezesi mamende plus asi enyubri waye ni na sawado gonyi amna kakra mensaka no meze abrawan beautiful mayen fancy
sawado goso
beautiful Aisha
na betenya mbaye won
betenya cha betenya di akwa aba okay me would betenya drop betenya or the banchina kako no what other be if you betenya le ban fa mamba banchina kako e be Aisha aba bonana yaye betenya aba and you be most man why at 18 men ko ichil be face
media see
na me face fantastic one fantastic
salute you sir Mr. Just by the way sawadogo sawadede sawo na chaso de agudie mu sam so e de abosome so e wo PH1 hot news do de yakọ ye obi man so ene yanga say de mu so na wo say bia so akonkan so e de amon so dia yanya we so ne amfa ni je ka sabone amfa ntwa so amfa won so dia na dedekedi a wanya ni baby ko na wonim say e ya bulldog enso de samba kun enso de boto abonte no say one ne twetwe nkomo e ofon so ansana the KD action and animal said, Yanshan some bulldog a kind.
I spoke to that KD just this Friday.
Friday?
Oh, the day he died.
In the morning?
In the morning, yes. So how did I'm booking that KD for the show that London, yes. My name is partner, I'm the booking agent here, Ransford. I spoke to that KD just this Friday.
You are said there will be ni much ne biasam. Intina according to bulldog no onene etwetwe nkomo ansana or to say the decay at an animal and said abraho. But all just by doing me and trading Jacasa one so and firm so dear not Wendy Shay. I also only Wendy Shay, on a side in some back inside about 12 bantina far new music lifestyle home. Son and crop for if I can one summer for say. And no crime and I shouldn't crying. Emma dwumadie bi odibiano okune ni mu aye enya mankrofo ka kan na chese bebu na be mu anase ama no kra npo wagina na so yanhwan sama wendi kan
my self image because you know sometimes it might blur your identity.
Facts.
Exactly. So with the help of God, and I also had a very strong team. My boss Bullet, he's been a pillar in my life, you know. He been in the industry already for a decade or so. I mean, he was in the group Rough and Smooth. Exactly. And so with the knowledge and the understanding he had of the industry, he could help me maneuver my way. Exactly. So, I mean, fast forward, I was hated. I'm the most bullied artist in the history of Ghana music.
That's great. Did you ever want to quit at any time?
My mom told me to quit and come back to Germany because it was crazy and it affected everybody in my family.
The family.
It's crazy. Let me chip this in. Do you know that some of my family members were even like kind of shy, and I understand that.
To identify with you, nobody wanted
at that time
because of the stick that was coming on social media.
Come on, imagine they take your face and then they make you look like an old woman, and then they start trolling you and laughing at you, and you know they tell you you're not talented enough. I mean, it was crazy. It was my
no, my mom told me to quit and come out to Germany. Into a one day shade. Tano Sana at an Ghana over music industry moana. Yet to me, you'll be biabi. to me won't say when she talk about come nature nyamani nyo bibia bi but won't say the picture be at what we show when the anymore. Na just say nkrofo betumi asere wo saa ba ye nyama bebre ya bobu abam ni na asefo but also upon yan nkrofo ka nya fefefe no nyina da ot industry na say tino oyo okay with it so ya ba jina we sunu edi nje kasa bo no edi esi edi but ansa na no ma menkanfo gasto mixture enfemo say stomach cause na tete wo typhoid baby na tete wo na say adwan koto yofumu a na uti yo bia na onya eye gasto mixture ni bia betra say edi amaw e bia na won so adwan to efentu digest yensu ana wenya gastro mixture no babo na etumi so etwase ediamon na yo menso plus mixture so eho wo ya bai wa wo hweme ndanyu wo bu nsa na wo ti yo bia na sa wo de no o mense na etumi flow yi a na wenya menso plus mixture no babo na etumi abo na chasa mense na etumi so flow yi emba so betumi so aban so edi amaw na prostate plus mixture no eno so prostate enlargement so babo na etumi so etwase ediamaw wo so odun so ntata so no eye de ntino eye prostate plus mixture bi ntumi ntwase enfemo wo dwunso so na wo ti yo bi nso wo mu nso ana so bebo na etumi so etwase ediamaw duro no ubanya bi nso ato ewa Jeff Heber enso ya wo mankesim busi pharmacy Cape Coast Reapers Ventures ya wo Kashi Drug Lane na crisis the answer so ya wo eye takra ade Mr. FD4 age edia so na nkrofo eton so enom 0248 778-899 0248-778-899 Mr. Wa come home ewo fia wo hwe me won so wo bie eye PH1 online radio no do to mu won so a wo join me ewo your Facebook YouTube aside pesi en confirm mo eye danda ya na me bo abaso wada ase esan say TV stations no do so but wo se kianeke waji PH1 TV phone so de atomodia na asede pesi enko enfemo wo dia na ma menda me mpenifo asene na digi menda wasa so ena Mr. Duo mensa so ena Gideon ena mpenifo mo aka nyina Miss Tamara ena mpenifo nyina menda mo nyina so ase Uba studio say na Princess Franku Saboye who call AM Sham so Elvis Amankwa A+ and so boy so and a mansafo nyina omo cha me eno so eboye Mrs. Ejewan so eboye bibia team no eya solid Cecilia Besaw ha di no mecha ono so eboye ya me bo chno betene nka me amede eye PH1 hotness no e de wasom e wasomdwe kwan so no ye from me Aisha Esolo ubetimi aframe Aisha Hwang Mr. Momuina Monisha Adeshin